Alright, when building Neko Busso, I keep saying Beso. Besos is kissing in Spanish. Busso is Japanese. But anyhow, when building the Neko Busso, let me talk about this, because this gave me some trouble. It's not that they're hard to build. I didn't follow the directions correctly, and that is my fault. They are numbered and lettered. I just didn't catch that at first. Remember, in Japan, they go left to right. I was trying to go right to left, and that's why I got in trouble. You start over here and work your way this way. It is numbered step 1, and then step 2 and step 3. Okay? What got me is I'm looking at all these variants. You can take it apart and put it back together in a lot of different forms. The other thing to remember when you're putting together Neko Busso is the plastic is kind of brittle. So when you go just pop it off the sprue, and I was just using an X-Acto knife to cut this off, I cut it pretty rough. It leaves some pretty rough, jagged edges. You're going to have to sand that or something to clean that up. Now, some of these parts could use from some paint to make them look good. You don't want to paint the cat because he's already painted, okay? But the gun, for instance, could use some paint to look a lot better. I don't even know what that thing is. I think someone just decided, hey, let's put that on there. I think it was supposed to be the door to the litter box or the pet carrier right here. And there's wheels, so, you know, the little cat can wheel the thing along. So just keep in mind, Japanese read backwards from us, so you start over here and go this way. Once you get that, it isn't too bad to put one of these together. I'm going to put another one together tomorrow, and I'll show that to you guys as well. Hello, everyone. One of my most popular videos on YouTube is the Scooby-Doo Mystery Machine. And while it was kind of a neat model, it was a horrible model. This one right here I bought in an auction from Model Man Tom years upon years ago. It is the pre-painted Batmobile. And it's been sitting on my shelf, sitting on my shelf, sitting on my shelf. And I need to make some shelf space. And I'm looking at, what can I do? What can I get rid of? And then I saw it, and I'm like, just build it. Instead of letting it sit there. This won't take long to build, I suspect. So I'm going to open the box, and let's take a look at what's in the box. It is pre-painted. So I don't suspect there's going to be a lot of work to do. I don't have to undo the tape or anything on the box. This was a Model Man Tom out-of-box review that he was doing at one point in time for round 2. Okay? We have the directions. I'm going to set the box aside. Oh, the box is kind of fun. And underneath that, I'm not going to bother with this, but we can take a look at this real quick. Let me get it back on camera. We got Batman and Robin in there, and the body's been pre-painted. The body's nice. This will make a nice display piece. I wouldn't put it in a model show because I didn't do it. But it's going to make a nice display piece. I've got some oil on my fingers because I got a new tool. It was a jeweler's saw. And one of these things that looks like this, and I'm going to figure out how to use it soon, because one of the things I stalled out was the 1701, and it's because I couldn't figure out how to cut the windows. I got that thing, and the saw blades on it are small, and I think that will probably cut the windows. Plus, I found a rat tail rasp that's really small on the end. And we got a bag of parts right here. You can see these are pre-painted as well, along with the seats. We have a set of chrome parts with the little bat spinners that have been pre-painted. That's really kind of cool. We have tires and axles along with screws, so this thing should be able to roll. Does come with a decal sheet. There might be some decal work to do on this. There's the chassis. Probably some inside door parts. The glass comes wrapped up with some styrofoam on it. Now, Tom probably did this since that glass was open because this is a sandwich baggie. I wouldn't expect it to come that way from round 2. And there's some more black parts. I'm going to have to look at this. There might be some painting involved after all. But I'm going to go ahead and tear into this one. Let's look at the directions real fast. Inside here you have one of the typical round 2 cards. It says Batmobile. First thing you're doing is building the interior on the chassis. Okay, and the control panel does have some decals to it, which isn't surprising. I mean, they were labeled things like, you know, bad ejector seat and all sorts of fun stuff like that. I mean, I used to love watching this as a kid. The seats go together, so the interior is going to have the worst work on it. Okay, is this round 2? Or is this someone else? Polar lights. So yeah, round 2. Okay. Seats go in. Interior number 4, so there's a lot of work on the interior. Exterior number 1, you're going to put the back part on the car. Actually, it's already there. And exterior number 2, where you put the glasses on. And main assembly. And she's done. And there's a few final details, like putting the siren on and a few other things. Okay, this is probably going to be quick to do. The dash and part of the interior is going to be the worst part of this. I need to go look up some photos to see what it looks like, because none of that's pre-painted. Just the body is pre-painted, which is really, really nice. So I'm going to set this body aside, put it back in its box so that it don't get damaged by wandering small children or cats. Because I got a Tomodachi cat, and he thinks eating paper is fun. So I have to put away all my model directions. I can't leave them out on my work table, because Tomodachi will eat them. There's a short review. I'm going to work on this for a little bit tonight. See what I can get done. And I will be back in a bit and show you some intermediate sides. This one here is me being silly. I buy Gundam kits from time to time because I like to build them. And this one right here, I don't know. I just saw it, and HobbyLink Japan did a review of it the other day, and I saw it at Barnes & Noble and went, whoa, they just put this on their website, and it's here. So Bandai had to have shipped that, knowing full well that it was going to be released almost the same in Japan and here, which surprised me. Now, there's a couple of different versions of this kit, and I don't know which version this is until I open it. One is heavily gold-plated. One is heavily gold-plated. The other version is just gold plastic. Okay? We're going to find out which version I got as soon as the box comes open. Although I suspect I got the bad version. This isn't the heavy gold-plated one. Okay? I don't know. That's pretty bright gold right there. Okay? It's not incredibly shiny, but it don't look so bad. And I didn't get the gold-plated version. This is a version that was released a few months ago. Lots of blue plastic. And there's always a lot of sprues in these Gundam kits. Bright gold. Now, this is something that if I built it and I wanted to paint it, I would put it in a static pose and not have it moving around. Because, again, you paint these, moving them is going to tear up the paint. And there's a lot of clear blue plastic on these things. You got inner frame parts right here. And more gold. Now, this isn't plated like C-3PO would have been. If I pulled C-3PO out of a box, it's glowing. And it was designed really well to go together really quickly. This one, it's a high grade. You can't count on high grade kits to be really, really good. But it's not the gold-plated version, so can't complain. And it's your typical Gundam model kit. You have your sprue mat. You put together the head, body, and stuff. And then on this side, you have, you know, markings. It has weapons. It tells you how to put it. There's always still some model directions at the end. It tells you how to put things together, and it tells you how to transform some of the weapons around a bit. Okay? So I was hoping for the bright, shiny gold version. I didn't get it. But that is still pretty shiny gold right there. And I don't know if I'd actually paint it much because, again, how are you going to change that up that much? You know, the one thing I don't like is you can see tide marks, molding tide marks in this. What I mean by that is where the plastic was flowing. You can see marks where the heat got it a little bit. But with some, that could be just the bag. Nope, it's not the bag. With some proper weathering and damage, yeah, you can see it didn't mold really well right there. And it's, well, it's actually kind of the same on both. All right, so it could be something done with the kit. Anyhow, that's a really quick look at this one. I might build this one soon too, because again, I'm trying to get to quick projects so I can get some work done. I need the stress relief when I'm working 60, 70 hours a week. All right, everyone, hope you enjoyed all these reviews that have shown up recently. Oh, wait, I'll be back. There's one more. I was in my local Hobby Lobby. Saw this. Now, this is $20-something at Hobby Lobby. But they have a habit of giving you 40% off coupons. And, well, I found a 40% off coupon. So this is like $13, which is almost cheaper than I could get it from Japan and pay shipping. So I went ahead and picked this thing up. It's one of the things I don't like about Hobby Lobby. They tend to mark their stuff up and then put it on sale every once in a while. And the only real time to buy it is when it's on sale. So you're constantly in there looking to see if things are on sale. I'm sure they have a website where they tell you all this, but I'm never looking because Hobby Lobby is, it's not one of my favorite places to go. I don't hate the place. It's just not one of my favorite places to go. All right, so opening it up, you have your Star Destroyer right on the top. And now this is not the clear version of the Star Destroyer. That one was Japan only. You have your Death Star on the other side, and the Death Star looks like typical Bandai, molded really nicely. And I know this is an old kit, been out for a little while, but you know, I just got my hands on it, and it looks really, really nice. And I don't know what lighting this will be like, because it would be fun to put little tiny fiber optics all over this. I'll have to look at my fiber optics pile and see if any of them are that tiny. Might actually have some really tiny ones. The Star Destroyer itself, I've heard more than one person say it's going to be really hard to light, except for the engines and the sides, simply because the superstructure on the top is molded as one solid piece, and you can see that. It's molded pretty much as one solid piece. But you could drill holes in those, and that's one of the reasons why I bought this kit. I want to see how hard it was to light. I got 2 of them. I got another one coming, maybe 2 more of these coming, so I can play around with one. I can just build one and see what it looks like without lighting it, and then build another later and light it, so I can evaluate lighting on it and see what lighting is like. So there we go, just a quick look at that. Not really much to see because most of you have already seen it already. It'd be great if I could light it like that, but I don't think we can. But a little bit of work, I'm sure this kit would look really good. I'm sure both of them look really good. The problem with the Star Destroyer is all the panel lines on that. Oh, I'm off camera. I hate when I do that. I'm sure some of you guys don't like it either. All the little panel lines on the Star Destroyer. Replicating that would be... I just kind of thought of a way of doing it. We'll see. Okay? It might not be that hard to replicate that. Well, anyhow, just a quick look at that kit. I gotta go. I gotta get to bed. I hope you guys enjoy. As you can see, my work area is just a pure mess. I've got like 3 things going on here. And I'm getting near completion on some of them. But anyhow, what I wanted to do is this. One of the things that slows me down is making bases for my models, because I don't like the kit bases most often. And here, let me tilt this a little bit more this way. I don't like making kit bases most often, and the model bases, the wood ones that you buy at the craft store, need finishing, and that eats up a lot of time to me. So I started doing some research on the internet, trying to find something that was worth using, and I found these guys. That's 4 inches by 6 inches. It is pre-drilled for holes, but that's not a big deal. Okay, it's not solid wood, it's just got a wood finish on it. They're $2 each. A little bit more than the hobby ones. Hobby ones tend to be $1. But I'm not wasting time finishing things, and they do come in various different sizes. Now, the disappointing one was this one. This is black marble. Okay? And it does have a marble-like look to it. I just thought it'd be more pronounced. This one's a little bit more pronounced. And then I got some black ones. These will work well on a lot of the models I'm building. So, I'm not too sad I got them. Now, where did I get them from? Let me set them down and I will explain. Those are trophy boards. They're boards for trophies. And it took me a while to realize, well, let's try that. And when I did, I found this website called trophykits.com. Now, it does have my address on here, so I'm going to cover that up. But right there is them. Pause the screen if you need to and look at it. But they're trophykits.com, and the 6 of them together with shipping, this doesn't say, but it was around $25. No, not that much. No, they're $2 each, so I got 6 of them, so it is $12. Yeah, it was around $25 because they get you on the shipping. But having said that, to me, it's still at $4 each with shipping. It saves me a lot of work, time, and effort. All right, everyone. I'm going to go get something else, and we'll take a look at it.